Since meeting, Mike and Rachel's relationship has grown from strength to strength. We're gathered here today to welcome and to celebrate the marriage of Mike and Rachel. So I wish you a very warm welcome here today to the Bedford Hotel. A marriage is an occasion when a man and a woman publicly declare their lifelong commitment to each other. These are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you. And they're holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when they grow wrinkled and they grow aged, they'll still be reaching for yours and still giving you this same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Michael John Mortimer, do you freely take Rachel Emma Bagshaw to be your wife?
I do.
You're very quick there, Mike. I haven't finished the question
Sorry.
yet.
My bad. Just trying to speed it up, it's hot.
Will you love her, respect her, and stand by her through the days of your life together?
No, I do.
Rachel Emma Bagshaw, do you freely take Michael John Mortimer to be your husband? Will you love him, respect him, and stand by him through the days of your life together?
I do.
It gives me great pleasure to invite Millie forward, and Millie's going to give us the first reading today.
The fierce dinosaur was trapped inside his cage of ice. Although it was cold, he was happy in there. It was, after all, his cage. Then along came the lovely other dinosaur. The lovely other dinosaur melted the dinosaur's cage with kind words and loving thoughts. I like this dinosaur, thought the lovely other dinosaur. Although he is fierce, he is also tender and he is funny. He is also quite clever, though I'll not tell him that for now. I like this lovely other dinosaur, thought the dinosaur. She is beautiful and she is different and she smells so nice. She is also a free spirit, which is a quality I much admire in a dinosaur. But he can be so distant and so peculiar at times, thought the lovely other dinosaur. He is also overly fond of wrestling. All other dinosaurs are so overly fond of wrestling, but her mind skips from here to there so quickly, thought the lovely other dinosaur. She is also uncommonly keen on dancing. Are all other lovely dinosaurs so uncommonly keen on dancing? I would forgive his peculiarity and his concern for wrestling, thought the lovely other dinosaur, for they are part of what makes him a richly charactered individual. I will forgive her skipping mind and her fondness for dancing, thought the dinosaur, for she fills our life with beautiful thoughts and wonderful surprises. Besides, I am not unkeen on dancing either. Now the dinosaur and the lovely other dinosaur are old. Look at them. Together they stand on the hill, telling each other stories and feeling the warmth of the sun on their backs. And that, my friends, is love.
I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
that I know not know of any lawful impediment
why I,
where I,
Michael,
may
not be joined in matrimony
not be joined in matrimony
to you, Rachel.
to you, Rachel.
From this day forward,
For this day forward,
I promise to care for you
I promise to care for you
above all others,
above all others,
to give you my love and friendship,
to give you my love and friendship,
my support and comfort,
my support and comfort,
and to respect and cherish you
to respect and cherish you
throughout the rest of our lives together.
throughout the rest of our lives together.
I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Rachel,
why I, Rachel,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to you, Michael.
to you, Mike.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I promise to care for you
I promise to care for you
above all others,
above all others,
to give you my love and friendship,
to give you my love and friendship,
my support and comfort,
my support and comfort,
and to respect and cherish you
to respect and cherish you
throughout the rest of our lives together.
throughout the rest of our lives together.
So it gives me pleasure to invite Shane to bring forward the rings. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and commitment.
as a symbol of my love and commitment.
And I call upon these persons here present
And I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Mike,
to witness that I, Mike,
take you, Rachel,
to take you, Rachel,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
All that I am,
All that I am,
I give to you,
I give to you,
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I share with you.
I share with you.
Whatever the future holds,
Whatever the future holds,
I will love and care for you.
I will love and care for you.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love and commitment to you,
as a sign of my love and commitment to you.
and I call upon these persons here present
And I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Rachel,
to witness that I, Rachel,
take you, Mike,
take you, Mike,
to be my lawful wedded
to
husband.
be my lawful wedded husband.
All that I am,
All that I am,
I give to you,
I give to you,
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I share with you.
I share with you.
Whatever the future holds,
Whatever the future holds,
I will love and care for
I
you.
will love and care for you.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or over long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continue with, I will, and you will, and we will. All of those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all of those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and the things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
Know that I cannot express my love to you through words, but through hugs, kisses, and years of adventure by your side. Today we say I do, but to me that means I will. I will be there to take your hand and be by your side in the goods and the bads. I dedicate myself to your happiness, your success, and your smile. I will love you forever. Today I take my place as your husband. May our days be long and may they be seasoned with faith, love, understanding, and respect. Today is the beginning of the rest of our lives. I choose to spend all of my tomorrows with you. I love you.
You make me laugh, you make me think, and above all, you make me happy. Oh, damn.
Come on, you got this.
Oh.
You got this.
I adore that I can be wholly myself with you. I find it highly amusing when I say or do the stupidest things and you give me that look. You know the look, the smile. That one says I flipping love this woman. I promise never to do anything to stop you putting that same grin. I promise to be your guiding light in the darkness, a warming comfort in the cold, and a shoulder to cry on when life's too much to bear on your own. I promise to get rid of all the mice that P brings home whilst you stand in the room scared. In the words of Rita Woodner, I love being married. It's great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. I personally cannot wait for our adventure by your side as your wife. I love you.
And it gives me the greatest pleasure to announce that you are now husband and wife, and you may share this moment with a kid. And join with me in congratulating the new Mr. and Mrs. Mortimer.
Close your eyes, get out of your skin. Only this matters, let it in. If I could, I would be right here with you. In this world of ticking clocks, I hope I'm getting through. So close your eyes. Do you feel the same? Only thing that matters without change. I will let you in into my mind. The color of falling tears that have you asleep. The lights are out and heaven's open. We can be everything.
All right, good afternoon. If you didn't know, I'm the father of the bride. In actual fact, I did wear my King of Dad's socks, but I wasn't allowed to wear my shorts and sandals to show them off, unfortunately. Right, now I think the role of a parent is to praise and support your children as much as possible, but I also believe we should embarrass them whenever possible as well. And for this speech, Rachel said to me, could you please pass on your favourite memories of me growing up? Well, I've had some time to think about it, and it would be easy to say Rachel is a baby. Everyone loves babies, and we love seeing them growing up and changing, developing. But basically, babies do 4 things. They eat, they poop, they cry, they sleep. So I discarded that. Now, chosen my favourite time was when Rachel was about so high, not much shorter than she is now. Probably around when she started talking, or just after she started talking, up to about the age of 4, 4.5. And the reason that was my favourite time was that was when Rachel seemed to be running around laughing, smiling all the time. Hard to believe, right? She was a joy to be with, especially coming home after a hard day's work when you're tired and grumpy, and to be met by this lovely little creature who was so happy to see you. And naturally there were times when the laughter stopped, and I'll tell you about one such incident. We were returning home after messing about at the rugby club near our home. Rachel and a big brother, Simon, were on bikes, and I was walking. Now we're coming down from the club. There's a hill down to our home. Not a steep hill, but a gentle slope, long slope. And Rachel, about halfway down, decided she wanted to go faster and faster and faster. Simon was pedalling furiously after her, telling her to slow down. I was in no time out of earshot, trying to tell her to slow down. Waste of time. Anyway, she got near towards the bottom, and she thought, well, I better slow down a bit. But instead of pulling gently on the brake, she slammed it on. And of course, well, instead of taking a flying lesson, she grabbed it so hard on the handlebars, her back legs come up, straight up, and I did a big circle over the handlebars and collapsed in a heap. And the laughter stopped then. Anyway, Simon was first on the scene, and he was giving her words of encouragement, like, you stupid thing. It's your own fault for going too fast. Eventually, I made it down there, surveyed the damage. The bike was fine. No scratches at all. It was great. Rachel, not so good. And I thought the best thing we could do was get her home to Mum and sort her out. So I picked her up, picked the bike up. Fortunately, it wasn't too far from home, so I didn't have to carry the bike too far. We got her home, I passed her over to Mum, and in no time she was running around laughing as usual. And it was actually not long after this, I don't remember a date, but I do remember the day we were sitting on the settee together, as we often did, Rachel under my arm. But I realised she didn't quite fit under my arm comfortably anymore. And I thought, well, that part of her life's over. She's going on to the next stage. And basically school came on the next stage, and the smiles are less and less. As we all grow older, we become more serious. She went through the school, not too much troubles, I don't think. Got her grades, what she wanted, and it's time for university. She chose Southampton, and the day came when we travelled down in a loaded car to start her next adventure. And not a day goes by and I don't think of her leaving her alone and setting off back to our big old empty quiet house. I'd like to mention here a good friends she made at school and at uni. We've seen quite a few here, and there'll be a lot more tonight turning up. I'd like to mention especially Rachel's bestie from uni. It was Leanne. There she is in the corner there. And Leanne's made it over with her family, Henry and Julia. And they've made it all the way from Gibraltar, so it's nice of them. Well, uni came and went. Rachel returned home, and with her a well-deserved degree, and she got herself on the treadmill of working life. And all credit to her, she managed after some time to save up deposit on a property in Plymouth. So after a few trips shifting gear, she was ready to move in. And not a day goes by when I don't think of leaving her alone, setting off back to our big old quiet empty house without her. Oh. Where was I? By coincidence, around this time, after well over 40 years of working, I was happily looking forward to retirement, sitting in a chair all day and catching up with this thing called daytime television. But instead, I became Rachel's painter and decorator, tiler, grouter, plumber, kitchen fitter, and floor layer. Oh, lucky me. And at some point, not long ago, Mike appeared on the scene. We've had some fun getting to know each other, usually at Mike's expense. And I must confess, as I got to know Mike, he reminds me of me when I was his age. Well, what's not to like, right? And he's a chef. Again, what's not to like? Anyway, from the day she was born, she's always been my favourite daughter. I love her to bits. I hope Mike will soon be my favourite son-in-law. It's clear they love each other very much, and also they support each other very well. And I think that's a great basis for a marriage. And so their adventure begins. So, everyone's a critic. So if you would raise your glasses, please, I'll propose a toast to the bride and groom.
Right, I want to start by proposing a toast, so raise your glass for the couple. It's disgusting, I don't even like it. Raise a glass for this gentleman over here. Well done for all your hard work, thank you very much. Raise your glass for the photographer, videographer. I'm not trying to get you drunk, honestly, I'm not. Alright, maybe I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by saying thanks for coming. It'd be embarrassing if you didn't, let's be honest. It's taken a while to actually get to this point due to COVID and everything, so special thanks to everyone who's helped actually get here today. I've known Mike since 2000, a very long time ago. In that time, we've both grown up, we've become different people, but we've still been in contact, and we've got so many. Don't know, we've been through a lot, haven't we?
Yeah,
basically. So if we fast forward to August 2018, obviously you all know Michael bailed on the first date due to a hangover. But in those 3 years, they've grown to be a powerful couple. I think you'll all agree. So what does the future hold? Hopefully it's a girl, because I've got loads of girl stuff in the cupboard at home. So, so I just wanted to keep this short. And lastly, just thanks to everyone for being here. Absolute honour to be asked to be your best man. And once more, just raise your glass for the newlyweds. Thank you very much, guys.
So give me a second. I did have it printed, but I kind of made a couple of last-minute adjustments because I wasn't too happy with it. Anyway, honestly, it's lovely to see you all here today, and we are truly grateful to have you with us. As we can all agree, probably the last 18 months, COVID, keeping everybody away from each other, it's been difficult. So to have everybody in one same room together, wicked, is honestly amazing. I just want to start with a disclaimer. If you know the Bagshaws, you know they love to dance. So I can only apologise for my endeavours on the dance floor later this evening. It's not going to be good, it's not going to be pretty, but I will be there. So some of you have come a long way today, as mentioned beforehand. Some of you have come from Banbury, Oxford Way, Southampton, Bristol, London, Gibraltar, all the way at the back. But I have to say thank you to my Cornish uncles that had to bring the passport to get over the bridge. Thank you to Simon, just over there, and Millie for their beautiful readings earlier on during the service. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we're here today with family and friends, but what I would like to say is when I say family, I mean the family you start with, the family you end up with, and the family that you pick up along the way. So what I would like you all to do now is please raise your glasses to family, both present and absent. I've got a few thank yous to say. This shouldn't take too long, but I apologise if it carries on a little bit. Bill and Bev, wherever you guys are. Bill's over there, Bev's there. I want to thank you both for your unwavering support on a journey to getting married, whether it be through your contributions or the constant emotional support. We cherish you both dearly. Thank you for accepting me into your family and for allowing me to marry this special woman that you have both... Wow. Fire starter. Yeah, thank you for accepting me into your family and for allowing me to marry this special woman that you've both brought into this world. Rachel is kind, caring, compassionate, sarcastic, and witty, exactly like you guys. You provide us with an example of love that lasts, and we can only aim to replicate your marriage. Thank you again. Bev, you're going to have to start a new list for something else now. I apologise. My mum and dads, Irene and Steve, thank you both for your ongoing support and the love that you show us. You show us an example of love over the years that has faced many challenges, but we're here today and strong. Thank you for helping define my character and being, the which Rachel was falling in love with and decided to marry. Moving on to Megan. Where is Megan? Down there. Megan's best friend, maid of honour, and the go-to person that I need to go to when I'm trying to make a plan actually work. I want to acknowledge your efforts in supporting both Rachel and I, from the planning stage of the proposal to the slog we felt during COVID, and to now, this day that we're all here trying to celebrate. You've been a rock for us both. To you and all our other friends, we'd like to thank you, and we look forward to making many more memories with you. This is emotional. Shane, my best man and friend. I've known you since we're 11 years old. We've seen some ups and downs together, most of that, my bad. I'm truly blessed to have you today here as my friend, and today celebrating this next chapter of my life. Truth be told, I looked up to you as a kid because you were that cool-ass DJ. But now I look up to you because of the man you become, the loving partner to Jess, and the great father to Evie. Also, if you need a DJ on the cheap, he's the one to go to. One thing I would like to say before I start talking about my wife is our little sweetie. I wanted to train her to walk down the aisle, but sadly, she took the treats, ran off to bed, so I guess she actually does take after me. And finally, my beautiful wife. We're finally here, finally we're married, and I cannot thank you enough for your patience and your determination. I tried hard to put pen and paper together and explain how I feel about you, but I just ended up with this random list of words and emotions. I'm lucky for many reasons. Mainly because I managed to get a date with you despite apparently ghosting you and being too drunk to attend our first date. Luckily, we managed to reorganise. So fast forward a little bit later, there was bowling, arcades, awkward flirting, high fives instead of hugs, dodgy pool tactics, and Rachel stealing the first kiss proceedings. Somehow a second date happens, and so on and so forth. You always catch me looking at you, staring in awe of your beauty, and today I can tell you it's no exception. Rachel, you go out your way to help anybody without expecting anything in return. You're one of the kindest people I know. You're smart, you're loyal, you're sometimes funny, but to be put simply, you're awesome. I'm pretty sure my family like you more than they do me. Rewind a few years ago. To be honest, I can never imagine myself stood here being married, let alone to somebody as awesome as you. I cherish every moment we spend together, and I look forward to the future. So, if you guys could all please be stood and raise a glass to my beautiful wife and to our future as Mr. and Mrs. Mortimer. Cheers, guys.
Slow day to come and the night will unfold. I never thought that I would be traveling this road. People keeps missing, the clouds seem to fade. And every occasion I whisper your name. I'm happy to hear that you'll still be around. I thought you were leaving without a sound. In my little world, you are both pros and cons. You're outweigh your laughing, the curls in your hair. I wish that I could tell you how much I really care. Your harmless desire, the tip of your tongue. All of your bruises and all of your fun. Tell me, are you still here? As beautiful as you are, you just don't know by far. In this world I'll be right by your side with arms. Even if you don't want, you wrote your name